All right, so if you look up here, it's on the back, that's page 22. On the back, this is what we have to do the distributive property, where we have to simplify. Remember we talked about when your mama tell you to mop, it's understood that you need to sweep, right? Sweeping is simplifying. Mopping is when we actually solve. So even though they say to solve the equation, we need to always make sure that we simplify as well. We need to simplify first. All right? So the most complex one, let's do number 40. So number 40 is 3, open parentheses, 2x minus 5, minus x after that, equals negative 7 times the quantity that's in parentheses, x plus 3. So here we have it. So I don't want to go right into solving when I have all of this stuff that I have to do. So I want to try to make sure that each side is simplified. Each side is swept. So that means I'm following PEMDAS. Right? P, parentheses. I have a parentheses here. But 2x minus 5 is nothing else that I can do because they're not like terms. Same thing in this parentheses. X plus 3 is nothing else that I can do. So parentheses is done. Exponents is E. I have no shown exponents. So that's done. Now I'm to the step multiplication and or division as one step. So that's where the distributive property comes in. I have this 3 on the outside of this parentheses. And on the other side, I have the negative 7 on the outside of this parentheses. So let's start with this 3. The 3 is going to be distributed inside of the parentheses. So it's going to leave me with 6x minus 15. And of course, I'm going to bring down this minus x equals. And now I have this number in front of the parentheses. I'm going to distribute that in. Negative 7 times x is a negative 7x. And negative 7 times a positive 3 is a negative 21. So if I look, I've completed all my multiplication and or division. So I'm done with that step. Now it's to add and subtracting. And I know I add and subtract like terms. Right? So on their respective side, I see a 6x and a minus x. They're like terms. 6x minus x is 5x. So that's 5x minus 15 equals, on this side, there's no like terms to combine. So I bring down my minus 7x and my minus 21. So now on either side, there's no like terms on the left-hand side that's left, and there's no like terms on the right-hand side that's left. So I'm done with the add and subtracting step for simplifying. So that's my sweeping. Now it's time to mop. Now it's time to solve. So solving means I get the variable on one side of the equal sign by itself. Right now, x is on both sides. So that means I need to get rid of it on one of the sides. I like to always go after the one that's the smallest. So out of 5 and negative 7 is the smallest. So that's plus 7x to both sides. So here 5x plus 7x is 12x. I bring down my minus 15 equals, those cancel. I'm left with a negative 21. So now that x is on one side, I got to get it by itself, so I'm going to go after the 12 and the negative 15. First, I'm going to go after the negative 15 because the 12 is next to the x. So it's really minus 15, so I need the plus 15 to both sides. Those 15's canceled. I'm left with 12x equals, that's a negative 21 plus 15. Well, that's 16. Well, negative 16, I'm sorry. So then I have to get x on the side by itself. Divide both sides by 12. So my 12's cancel. I'm left with x is equal to a negative 16 over 12. Now, we want to make sure that we always reduce. Now, 12 cannot divide negative 16 fully, so I have to reduce this fraction. So I get the greatest common factor, which is 4. 4 divides both of those. So negative 16 divided by 4 leaves me with a negative 4. And 12 divided by 4 leaves me with positive 3. So x is equal to negative 4 over 3.